Hello everybody and welcome to another Minecraft video, Basic Machinery. I wanted to talk about the wireless module here, which will give you wireless power. Now this is kind of a late game item. It does require an in rod, so you're going to have to go to the end and find an in city somewhere and grab some in rods. It also requires advanced circuits, which are basically just regular circuits with some gold. So that's not too bad. Once you get your silicon factory going and whatnot, you can make circuits pretty easily. But what this does is, as you can see here, it provides wireless power. And I've got all these solar panels over here, and I'm running this generator over here, this quantum miner here. And it's just steadily producing items, as you can see. So, yeah, it works really well. Now, it's a little... It isn't hard to set up, but it can be a little bit confusing. So we're going to do this step by step. But first you need two pieces to this. It's the same item, but you have to configure it in two different ways. So this is the transmitter. It's got the big knob on top here like this. And then this is the receiver. It's got the little square, it's got the small knob on top and then the little square like a little antenna. So keep that in mind. So the big knob on top is the transmitter, and the little receiver is the little dish is the receiver. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll get rid of that. And let's see if we can set this up. So, whoops, I missed it. As you can see, it can connect to any of these sides over here, like so. Okay, so that's the transmitter. Now if you just right click with the wrench, and by the way, you will need the wrench for this to do this, and the wrench is real simple. It's just some wood and redstone and a piece of iron, I think. So if you right click on this, you see here it's got a network name, and I've named this power 1. It actually kept the name, which I think is interesting. So that's power 1. So keep that in mind. So we're going to put this over here. Now, as you can see, when you put it down, it goes into transmit mode, and that's not what we want. So we want to crouch and right click, and that puts it into receiver mode, right? And as you can see, it already started to work because it's keeping the information I had. But you would right click and name it here. So in this case, I'm named it Power 1. And that's really all there is to it, but can be slightly confusing because you're using one block for two different things. So transmitter, you place it down, you right click with the wrench, and you give it a name, whatever name you want to give it. And you can have multiple of these, and they can all have different names. And then over here on the receiving side, you need to shift or crouch and right click it, and that puts it in the receiving mode. And then once you have it in receiving mode, then you want to name it. Oh, I lost the name, so let's put it in there because I right clicked it before. Power 1 and submit, and then that matches it to this guy over here. This one we might have changed this one too. Let's check it. Yeah, okay. So if you look at them, it doesn't keep the name. Power 1. Whoops, nope, that's not right. P-O-W, Power 1. There you go. Okay, yeah, so you want to make sure that the name on both the transmitter and the receiver are the same. And I guess if you do look at it, it's going to revert it back to the default, which is name. But anyways, that's all there is to it. It's real simple, but super powerful. So what you could do with this is set up your nuclear power plant. If you go over here and set up your nuclear power plant, output the power to the transmitter, and name it nuclear power, let's say. And then you can have multiple receivers receiving that power. So all of your, oh my goodness, that's like going crazy over here. Let's turn that off. All of your your systems then could have the receiver, that's named nuclear power, and you'd have a bunch of receivers powering your whole base here and all your equipment and everything that you need just from your single nuclear reactor. Now again, it requires an end rod, so you're going to have to go to the end. You're going to have to find an end city. Now there is a jetpack in the mod, so that might be something worth investigating, the jetpack. I'm not exactly sure. I haven't tried it myself, so I'm not exactly sure how it works. But we'll take a look at that at some point and see how it works. But there you have it, wireless power. Pretty neat little thing. I have not seen wireless power in any of these other mods, so this is kind of unique to this mod. I'm sure some mod has it in the marketplace, but Basic Machinery has it from the get-go, and it's very powerful in-game tool for you to use to really just kind of to get your factory kind of set up the way you want to. You're not constrained by having, all of your power generation just clustered around your machines. You could set it up in a different fashion. You could have the machines powered by your transmitter and make it a much more cleaner setup. So yeah, so wireless power and Basic Machinery. So that's it. Appreciate you watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye bye now.